You picked a great show to watch. Simple dishes with decisions and Squatch. Decisions and Squatch.
Is this where I'm supposed to growl?
Yeah.
Growl.
Perfect. And we're back again with another episode of Simple Dishes with Decision and Squatch. Today's Bible verse is Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Amen to that. Love you, Jesus. Today, we're doing a whole turkey breakdown. So with no delay, let's get to that turkey. Here is our giant turkey. And she's starting with, she's going to get in to the joint of that leg and thigh. And you see, you really want a decent sized sharp knife. And you want to let the knife do all the work. See how she just slides across the joint without going too deep to damage anything to get her guidance system. And what you're doing is you're cutting it open and you're looking for where that bone and that joint come together. And she's working that blade around where the joint of that leg and thigh meet up with the rest of the turkey. Now she's going to pop. You hear that little pop she got there, guys? Now, any of you that don't know, see how slick that came off? She's going to set that to the side. And you can see how clean she got that off. Now she's going to do the same thing on the other leg. You want to get a nice guiding line through that skin and around the joint. You don't want to get into chopping up a bunch of meat and hacking away. Longer, smoother strokes. And you do want to have, obviously, a sharp knife. You don't want to go hacking on any kind of meat as far as butchering with a dull or undersized knife. And for those that don't know, my hands aren't the greatest. And so for quite some time now, Squatch has been the butcher of the house. And if you haven't seen, we do have a video of her breaking down an entire ribeye into approximately 1-inch steaks. That video's up. You should check it out. It's pretty good. And I'm not normally in here when she goes to butchering on the turkey, but today Decisions is the camera guy. You hear that pop, folks? Bam, bam. And when you hear that pop, you know it's broke loose from the joint. And at the most, there might be a little straggler of meat that she might have to slice through. And then it'll come right up off there. Pretty simple and quick. Look at that. Man, just going to plop it on down there with the other one. And I'm just going to follow her along through what she does and try to give you decent enough commentary. There she's flipped it over. She's raising the wing. Once again, she's going in, doing a slice of the skin to get her visuals on so she can get to that joint and pop. There you go. You can see she got the strength of a Squatch. She used to do it without a knife. She just being here ripping it apart and things flying everywhere. I say, whoa, 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 we're going to do this civilized. Now she's the queen of the kitchen. There it goes. So you basically want to cut your guideline through the skin at the joint until you can find that joint. Grab either the wings or the leg and thigh, whichever part of the bird you're working on, and give that joint a snap. And then any meat that might be holding on is just a simple slice through for the release with a nice sharp knife. There's the snap. The struggle is real. Yes, my hands aren't quite up to doing this kind of work yet, folks, but I'm trying to physically rehab myself whenever I get a chance. One of these days, I may be able to hack this bird up myself. See how smooth and quick that came off? Now she's going to flip it around and maneuver it. We usually get a turkey about at least half that size. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break and get another pan to put all those parts in before we get to the breast. So we'll be right back after this commercial break. Ichabod Liptwitch was a baker on the rise. Yes, another perfect batch of the cookies. I'm a guarantee to win the big upcoming town bake off. Until one fateful night, tragedy struck. Oh no! Oh, look out! Oh, my hand! Witness the performance critics are calling the emotional tour de force of a lifetime. Just want to make people happy. Go on a journey. I just can't
Don't
do
worry, Ichabod. I'll be your hands.
it. Really? Witness the struggle. Hey, mister, you gotta pay for that cookie. You can't just take it.
Who's gonna make me?
I am.
You in what hands?
Me and these hands. How about you? Don't you ever come around here try to disrespect me, steal my cookie. You don't get out of here.
Man,
The recovery. Yes! Yes! It's working! Yes! Yes! I am back, baby! Give it up, Lipwitch. You'll never beat my gobbler.
You can do it, Ichabod. I believe in you.
Come see Academy Award winner decisions in The Baker's Hands. Back from the commercial break, and the Squatch told me during that break to let you know if you see the top spine part that she's holding up, she says be careful on the inside of that. There are some sharp bones that can poke you or cut you, so be careful when you're grabbing that interior part of the bird. And now she's going to remove the whole spine section off the bird. And you see, as long as you let the carcass bone kind of guide you, and here we go for another big cracker. Wow. Boy, could you folks imagine how scared the woodland creatures were when the Squatch got to stomping around? Giving it the old rip and twist. And then, of course, go back in and cut anything that's causing a hang up. Have you ever seen anyone disassemble a carcass like that while being dressed so lovely? Mother fancy YouTubers ain't got nothing on her. She'll wear a pretty dress and slice and dice a bird. Now, what she's doing is you're going to find the center of the bone that separates the breasts. She seems to be looking for something. All right. So it's easy enough to find the center of that breast where the bone is going to be. As you see, she once again uses the bone as a guideline and slices the skin. And the more you can do a long, smooth glide like she tries to do, that's going to make it to where you hack the meat less. It comes way much cleaner, and you don't want to leave a big chunk of your breast meat stuck to the bone. I mean, you can still remove it and cook it, but might want to throw it in a stew or something at that point. Make you some turkey nuggets. Yeah, if you have excess skin, usually around the neck of the bird or at any other point of the process when you're uh, carving it up, you can remove that excess skin. No one wants a bunch of floppy skin when they're ready to carve up their delicious turkey breast, or if they're trying to eat the leg and thigh section. Now you don't want to hack away, obviously. You don't want to lose any of that skin because Squatch is going to show you how to cook this broke down bird. And she'll show you how to season it well. And we're going to just cook the whole bird. But if you have a smaller family and you're not trying to eat a giant turkey in one shot, you could break it down like this, freeze some of the sections, and pull them on out when you're ready to cook them and eat them. But we're going to go ahead and cook the full bird so you can see how she does it with her special little simple seasoning mix. And it only takes about an hour to cook the entire turkey. And I promise you, it will be one of the best turkeys you've ever had. You will be the star of Thanksgiving or any time you serve this turkey. We're not in the Thanksgiving season. We're past that. It's the beginning of 2026. But turkeys were on sale after the holiday seasons, and 50 cents a pound. We couldn't pass it up. Trying to stay up against that bone and smooth long slices. And I cannot stress how important a good quality sharp knife is, because Squatch has done this a couple times. Well, we're not professionals by any means, but she's done this a couple times, so you can see is a little bit of a struggle. It's not just put your knife in and pull the meat away. But if you don't have a proper sharp knife, you're gonna give up. You don't want to give up halfway through cutting up your turkey and just throw it in the oven and try to figure it out. And this was, like I said, a very large turkey. We're used to at least half this size or smaller. So we'll be eating on this turkey for a minute. But I have no problem with that, because I'm telling you, you won't either. You cook this turkey the way she tells you to cook a turkey, you're going to be very happy. So you're going to want to tune in for that episode. Cutting away any kind of excess skin, any kind of tendons, or whatever happened to be up in a turkey. There you go. She's got those giant turkey breasts separated there. Got the carcass. Now you can always take your turkey neck and this part of the carcass and the giblets and whatnot, put them in a big old pot and make a broth, or possibly turn that into a gravy. And if that's something that enough people are interested in seeing, I can do that. We've done it before. But today we're just breaking down the turkey. There are the legs and thighs and the wings. With that, we're going to say thank you to the Squatch. Always thank you to Jesus Christ, the King of all things. And we will see you on the next video.